Hi, everyone. My name is Connor, and I'm going to show you how to use Facebook to generate massive amounts of Facebook buyer leads for your real estate business. These aren't your generic homes for sale ads that I will be going over here that everybody else is doing. These are very targeted and tested. Let me dive in and show you some results that these campaigns received over the last year. So on the right of my screen, you can see January 2020 to December 2020. Over here, you could see all of the campaigns I was running. The most important column, I guess you could say, would be the cost per result. So completed registration is a lead that filled out a form on my webpage. And these leads were coming in from anywhere from $3.46, $2.72, up to $5 on a few of them. We've spent thousands and thousands of dollars and tested all these and have found what works best. And I'm going to go over them today in this video. So I'm going to break these down. Obviously, you could see each one of these is its own campaign. So a lot of people who run Facebook ads are just hitting the Facebook boost post button, which is fine, but you can go a lot more into depth and get a lot more targeted and higher quality lead by doing things inside of the business manager. So everybody has access to a business manager. All you got to do is go to business.facebook.com and log in. You then create your business manager account and attach a card, and you can run ads, and your screen will look exactly like this. So I'm going to use this lakefront campaign, for example, in this video, and I'm going to click on it and go over to the ad sets. So this is what I was talking about with the targeting. So I have 4 different ad groups. So these are 4 different audiences, and you can see which ones work the best. So the cold no interest would just be me targeting the area in where the agent is selling real estate, and there is no targeted interest. So this is just a blank slate. It's just in the county or the city you are targeting with your ad. And you could see that performed the best, but it also showed to the most amount of people. So the cost per result for all these was pretty close to the same. We spent about $2,000 on this campaign, received 610 leads at $3.63 a pop. So I'm not really going to get into this 2% completed registration. I will probably dive into that more in a different video. The cold audience as an interest base. Again, if I just open this up, you can see down here, you could just see there's the cities we are targeting. And then there are the interests we are targeting. And I'm going to go through and set one of these up. I'm going to go through everything. I just want to give you guys a complete overview of what it looks like before I do that. So about 260,000 people in this audience. Again, we were targeting interests like mortgage loans, property finder, first time home buyer, Trulia, home, homes.com, Zillow, house hunting, first time home buyer grant, and pre-qualification. And down here, you could see the placements. What I like to use is just the Facebook news feed, the Facebook marketplace feed, and the Facebook group feed. That's where people are generally looking to buy stuff, is in the Facebook marketplace and the groups feed. And the news feed is obviously the most popular. Don't do a lot with stories. You can add on Instagram on there as well if you are interested in that. But yeah, those are the placements, and that was it for this ad. And I talked about the no interest. You could see it's just the same exact ad, but it doesn't have any targeting. You could see here, but it has the same cities and no targeting. So it's a great way to get started and get your name out there and find people who are interested in a bigger pool. But this here is where it gets important. And I'm going to go over creating a custom audience here in just a second. You can see we have 2 audiences we were targeting. So when you use the Facebook pixel, and if you have not installed that pixel on your site, I'd recommend you do that before you do anything. If you need help setting that up, there are videos online, or you can reach out and I'd love to help you. And this one here is the Facebook engagement audience. So if you don't have a pixel, you can go with the Facebook engagement audience. But for this specific custom audience, the website 60-day, those are people who have visited the website in the last 60 days. So someone clicked on your cold audience ad, right? They went over to your site. Well, now they visited your site. They know who you are. They have an idea of what you do. You know, they've showed interest in buying that home. So now we can create ads that are specifically targeted to those people who are already on your site. They go from a cold lead to a warm lead. Okay, and again, we're going to create these audiences here in just a sec. But so those are the 3 audiences I'm going to focus on. Again, I'm not going to focus on this 2% audience. That's a special ad audience that I'll need to get into in a different video. But let's go ahead and dive into this here. So the first thing we're going to do is create the custom audiences. So what you want to do is go to your audience tab. So you hit this business tools button up here, click on audiences. And this is going to pull up an audience. So what you want to do is you want to create a custom audience here. So like I said, if you have the pixel installed, you can click on website, and then you will obviously hit all visitors. You can also do specific web pages. So if they visited specific web pages on your website, if you're just getting started, I would keep it to all visitors because you're going to want to populate that pixel. And then later on, you can actually get really in depth and do completed registration. Once you have about 1,000 people come through with your pixel, you can target those people who have completed registration as well, who have actually filled out a form. So hit website visitors and then go, you can do 30 days, 90 days, 60 days. I'd recommend, around anywhere from 30 to 90. So website visitors 60-day test. Okay, and then create that audience. Boom. So now you have that specific targeted audience. Again, these are going to be higher quality leads, people who are already familiar. Call them a warm lead. They're not a cold lead. They know who you are. They know what you do. And then if you don't have the pixel installed on your site, you can do a Facebook page. So if you click on Facebook page, you can do people who have engaged with your page in the last 365 days. I think you can only go to as low as 90 on this. Maybe I'm wrong. No, I guess you can do 30. So again, just select your page here. And then do, 30 days, 60 days, 180 days, whatever you feel comfortable with. If you don't have very many people in this audience, I would recommend just doing 180. That way you're constantly popping up. Engagement. Cool. So now you have those custom audiences created. You can now create ads and put in a custom audience, which the leads will be warm. So let's go ahead and create this ad and go back here. Again, once you see this in action, you will understand what it is that we're doing here. So again, I'm just going to filter this by results and show you guys probably the best campaign we had was this lakefront property. What I have found that works the best is to be very specific about your home creation ads. So if you can look at the copy here, you can see this isn't just homes for sale, right? This is lakefront homes for sale. We're getting very specific. And if I pop this up, you can see how much engagement this thing got. It had an insane amount of likes and shares and comments. So we had 423 likes, 49 comments, 23 shares. And then obviously they can click on the learn more button and it takes them over to the site. But the copy is pretty simple. It says updated daily. View every lakefront property listed on the Spokane. That's where this team is located. MLS. Super simple, right? They click on learn more. They go over to the site. They can click on a property. They then scroll through a couple pictures and they are prompted to log in. Let's see if I can get out of this. So that's just kind of the gist of the ad there. So let's go ahead and let's create this ad in our own business manager. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop over to Brandon's ad manager here. And what we're going to do is we're going to create that same campaign. So here we are, how we're going to start. So once you get your pixel installed. So what you're going to want to do is get your pixel installed on your site so you can track conversions. And then what you're going to want to do is click on conversions and then go down here and name the campaign. I'm going to call this Lakefront Homes, and we will start with a cold, no interest audience. Okay, and then name the ad, right? So I just named the campaign. I named the ad set. We're going to do 3 different ad sets. So you want to name these so you can differentiate them and see how they're performing. Here's the ad, and it's just called Lakefront Homes. So continue. Okay, and with Facebook's new rules, you do need to turn on the special ad category, bring it down to housing. campaign budget optimization, I always turn on. So this is all based on what you're wanting to spend. So you can spend $10 a month, you can spend $15 a month, you can spend $20 a month. It's all up to you. I'll just put $10 here for now, and we'll go into the ad set next. Okay, so all I did was click on this left-hand bar. I want to turn dynamic creative off because it just helps out, and I'll explain that here in just a second. And our audience was for lakefront homes, right? This is a cold, no interest audience. So this is just a shot in the dark. We're going to go to Salisbury. We're going to do the DMA region. So you can do this by county or by specific cities. If you're just targeting one specific city and you want to do lakefront homes there, that's completely fine. Again, it's different for everybody. You can't target by age when you're doing house ads. Again, we're not going to do any detailed targeting. One thing I do like to do is just put in English so people who speak English are seeing this ad. So the next thing we're going to do is the manual placements. We are going to go ahead and just once again do the news feed, the marketplace, and the group feed, which isn't, it's not letting me do that. I'm going to take off stories. I'm going to take off in stream. You could leave in article and apps and sites in if you would like. It's completely up to you. So that being said, that's all we need to do in this ad set here. The next thing we'll need to do is create the ads. So I'm just going to go ahead and use the copy of what was in the last ad. So that was emoji, updated daily. And then it was view every say waterfront home on the Eastern Shore. Okay. And then for headlines, it was just view every Eastern Shore waterfront home for sale. And then what the dynamic creative does, it will let you actually split test up to 5 options for these. So I'm not going to split test this because I know it works really well, but I'm going to split test the headlines. So this one says Eastern Shore MLS waterfront homes for sale. And then maybe just do one without the view, just do Eastern Shore. So Facebook will automatically populate this for me. It will automatically, go based off the data, based off the clicks and who's clicking and, the click-through rate. They'll automatically show the best headline automatically for me. So if you wanted to split test the primary text, the headline text, and the description, I'm just going to say, see all waterfront homes here. And then we'll need to go grab the URL. So everybody probably has a different CRM here. Brandon's company uses Boomtown, which is the one I always recommend. So you might not have these filters. You might have different filters, but if I just go here and I go to more options, I can actually go down here and find waterfront somewhere. Waterfront, here we go. So you can also do homes with a pool. You can do homes on acreage. You can do new construction homes. Getting specific will definitely help you stand out from the rest of the crowd, the rest of the agents who have saturated this platform. So that's my biggest recommendation, is go ahead and be as specific as possible. So there's 420 lakefront homes for sale in the Eastern Shore. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to go ahead and copy this link, and we're going to go down to here and of course paste the URL right here. And then we will need to get some media. So I will go ahead and take one of these homes that I think is nice, good picture. This one's good. Let's do this one. So we'll save this and we will go ahead and add it here. And again, you can add as many pictures as you want. And again, Facebook will take the best ones and it will show that one to the audience. So if I put that photo here, here's what my ad will look like. And obviously, if someone clicks the learn more button, they are going to go ahead and land on this page that already has a pre-populated search for these people to look at, right? They're not going to see all the homes. See, there's the pop-up I get. And that's kind of how it works. So I'm going to go ahead and publish this. So now that we have the campaign and the ad created, we don't have to create those again, but we're going to want to split test the audiences. And this is probably the biggest part of the video that I want you guys to take out of. It is a very helpful tool to use inside of the ad manager. All I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate the audience. I'm sorry, the ad set. And to do that, so I'm going to publish these draft items. So to do that, I'm clicked on the campaign. And I'm going to go over here to ad sets. And once this publishes here, I'll be able to duplicate it and change it. So I'm just going to click on, I'm going to make sure this is clicked off. I'm going to click on duplicate. I'm going to click on existing campaign, and I'm going to hit duplicate. So all this is going to do is duplicate. So I have the ad that's already in there, right? I don't have to create the ad again. And for this, I'm going to do warm. So this is my warm audience. These are people who have visited my website, right? These are people who have completed registration. Here's my 90-day Facebook page engagement. So everybody that is engaged with my page, liked my photo, clicked on a photo, clicked on, an ad, has messaged my page. Anybody who has engaged with the Facebook business page will be shown this ad. And then I also have a 30-day website visitors audience. I have also taken out the Boomtown audience from our CRM. So I've downloaded the database and uploaded that into Facebook. And that's probably a video for the future. And I will go ahead and click on that too. So this is everybody in our CRM. So we've already captured these leads. They already know who we are. They've already put their information in. We just want to stay top of mind with them. So that's why we're going to go ahead and call this our warm audience. So we have our 180-day completed registrations, our 30-day website visitors, and our 90-day Facebook page engagement audience, and also our custom list, which we got from our CRM database. So all this is just another audience. So these are a lot more targeted. And what you can do with these, since they've already engaged with your page, they're most likely in the areas you're targeting, or they've already visited your website. So what I'll do here is I will do United States. So I'll target the whole entire country. Again, I can do this because they've already engaged with our page. They've already engaged with our other campaigns. Maybe they visited our website from out of the area. I want to make sure they're going to see the ads too. So the entire United States of our warm audience, and all I'm going to do here is just hit publish, right? So if I click on this ad, you can see it's already created, right? I already created this ad. It automatically gets duplicated into the campaign, so I don't have to do any more work. And I will create one more audience, and that's just going to be the interest audience. So, both of these work. I would do up to 3 and go from there. So I will go ahead and click on the cold interest, no audience. I don't know why this has taken so long to publish today. Okay, so the last ad group I would recommend creating would be the interest audience. So it's going to be a cold audience, but for this one, we're going to actually add interest targeting into. So all I'm going to do is click on the cold no interest audience and tap on duplicate, and then hit existing campaign. Make sure it's the same campaign. Hit duplicate. And this one we are going to call cold interest audience. And then we're going to come down here and we're just going to add in the interest. So you can tap on suggestions and it will just give you all these suggestions that are related to your page. So you can type in Zillow and then click on suggestions, and then obviously add all of the ones you feel like are relevant here. You can add as many as you want. Luxury real estate, real property, home, house, starter home. Let's just go with these for now. So we're at about 86,000 people. We actually want to get that up a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and do residential area. We're going to do real estate broker. Now we're up to 130. Home, 190. Real property, real estate, 190 is probably where we're going to sit. It's close to 200K. So I would say that's pretty good. And then obviously keep everything else the same. We're doing the same exact ad, just in a different targeted aspect. So this one has about 190,000 people we're targeting. This one has 260. So you can see it's a little more dialed in to what we're doing. And of course, you can always add locations as you go. And it's going to go ahead and publish that ad set. And that is how you create a Facebook buyer ad that generates massive amounts of leads. So we're going to find a bunch of people who are interested in lakefront homes. They're going to go over to our website and they're going to opt into our form where our agents can reach out to them. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. I hope this video was helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.